In the vast remote savannah of the Northern Territory's Gulf country, the scale of the McArthur River Mine stands in sharp contrast. Built on one of the world's largest deposits of zinc, lead and silver, it's a highly profitable asset for international mining giant Glencore. But over the past 15 years, mining activities, including the controversial diversion of the river, have caused deep pain for some local Aboriginal people.
But the damage what they done at the mine, it destroyed our important snake. And surrounded, it's got a lot of sites there that like an old ceremony ground, artefacts.
The mine already has conditional approval from the NT government for a significant expansion of its operations. But without new sacred site authorisations, the plan can't proceed. And correspondence obtained under Freedom of Information laws reveals the concerns held by the watchdog that regulates sacred sites in the NT. In a letter sent in April last year, the Aboriginal Areas Protection Authority warned that at least 9 sacred sites at the mine were at risk from both current works and the proposed expansion, saying the authority disputes statements made by the company to the effect that MRM remains in full compliance with existing authority certificates. One of the most contentious aspects of the mine's expansion is the plan to raise the height of the waste rock dump from 80 metres to 140 metres. In its letter, the authority said any embankment failure, erosion or encroachment at the waste rock dump could negatively affect the nearby sacred hill known as Barramundi Dreaming or Damangani. It also warned that seepage from the tailings storage facility and the waste rock dump could impact 2 sacred waterholes. And in relation to the mine's open pit, the authority said reduced water quality and quantity could harm 5 sacred trees, while a rocky outcrop known as Stinking Turtle or Yucawala was at risk from potential collapse or ground movement at the open pit. The authority also questioned the validity of Glencore's existing sacred site certificate to conduct work at the open pit, because its dimensions are now larger than specified in its permit from 2004.
Well, a lot of those sites there, it mean nothing to non-Aboriginal, but it mean a lot to us because we have name of that country, we have name of what dreaming comes under in that area.
Once extracted from the mine, Glencore freights the zinc by road train 90 kilometres up the Carpentaria Highway to the Bingbong port before it's transported by barge to ships waiting offshore. But in its letter, the authority raised concerns about ocean dredging and the dumping of spoil, saying there are a number of recorded and unrecorded sacred sites on and in the vicinity of this area that may be at risk of damage and or desecration as a consequence of the ongoing works and use. In a statement, Glencore told the ABC that it took the concerns of the Aboriginal Areas Protection Authority very seriously, but it said a detailed review of its own operations, monitoring and survey data found the mine to be fully compliant with its sacred site certificates. Glencore is currently negotiating an Indigenous land use agreement with Aboriginal custodians to try to secure final approval for the expansion. Jono Gibson, ABC News, McArthur River Mine.